Hi and welcome to MRTV Live episode number 48. As you know, this is the weekly live stream in which we talk about the most exciting topics in virtual reality and augmented reality. And in this episode, we're going to talk about this here, the Nintendo Labo VR. I'm going to give you my review on this basic set, which cost $39. Then, also, I'm going to talk about my experience with the Pimax 5K Plus after 6 months. As you know, I was one of the first people to review the Pimax 5K Plus since I was part of the M1 testers, and now I've been spending lots of time with the device, and now after more than 6 months actually, I'm going to give you another live review, and I'm going to talk about what was good and what was probably not so good. Also, we're going to talk about the PSVR's future. Now that we heard that is going to also be compatible with the PS5, and well, that's going to be very exciting. Also, we're going to talk about dreams on PlayStation 4, and yes, and I'm going to call someone. Yeah. Sorry. In anticipation. So I'm going to call someone live in the show, and I have a new accessory to do this. And this is this here. This is the Violent phone. Oh no, I misspoke. The Violet phone. This is the Violet phone, and well, it might become a violent phone as well. It depends on what's going to happen. All right, and all of this goodness is coming up. Hi and welcome to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang. If this is your first time here, and if you're just as excited about the VR and AR as me, then subscribe now and click on the bell button so don't miss anything. Yes, hi and welcome here to MRTV Live episode number 48 already, and I'm very much looking forward to this episode, just like actually to every episode, because I simply love to spend time with you. And of course, we're going to spend some time here in the show, and we're going to talk with each other. And hi Bernard Crozier. And of course, as you know, if you're here for the first time, well, this is a talk show where I talk with you about the latest exciting topics in VR, and you can talk with me in the chat window like Mr. Dimitrov and Bernard are doing right now. And of course, you can also talk with me on the MRTV Discord server. Now, the MRTV Discord server is an amazing Discord server where you can get in touch with me and the MRTV community. And well, you will find the link in the description of the video. Simply go there, simply go to the MRTV Discord server and find the live stream channel. So today we're a bit earlier. Normally I go on a bit later, but I think if I go live at 11 or even later, it's going to be too late for our friends here in Europe. Well, I'm also located in Europe, so I believe that 10 p.m. is quite a good time. Hi VR Legion, good to have you here. Yeah, so I will talk about a couple of topics today, and I hope you enjoy it. It's close to Easter. Easter is tomorrow, and hopefully all of you have a good time with your families, and hope all of you can relax a bit. And so let's enjoy and let's relax a bit together here on this Saturday evening before Easter. Yeah. So, by the way, if you love this channel and if you want to support it, of course, I'd be super happy if you send over some super chats. But instead of sending super chats over YouTube, the better way to do that is to send me your donations via TipeeStream. So TipeeStream is a service where, well, I receive more from your dollars. So instead of sending over the super chat, simply go to the description. There's the link to my TipeeStream. Copy that link and put it into your browser, and then from each of your donations, I will get more. And also, if you donate at least €5, you can play your video, your YouTube video here on the stream. And probably you've seen that last time when I was streaming together with my friend Sweeviver. Yeah, quite a couple of people actually did play their own videos. So if you want to play your own video, you can do so using Tippy Stream. Hi, Laurie Frenat. I'm not sure if I can pronounce your name correctly. Hi, Rotator. Yeah. All right. VR in 2030 will be mainstream. Yeah, no question about it. And I believe it's going to be mainstream quite some time earlier. Okay, so let's start with the show. And let's talk about virtual reality. And let's talk about Nintendo. And let's talk about the Nintendo Labo VR kit and my experiences with it. Hi, Skid Row. Good to see you here. So, let's talk about this here. This here is the Nintendo Labo VR kit. And this here, actually, this is the basic kit. Like the $80 kit, the kit with all the accessories, with the elephant and with the camera and with the bird, is already sold out. So I believe they are like very super successful with this device, or with this set of cardboard, and I'm really happy for them. I'm really happy for Nintendo, because I can tell you that Nintendo Labo VR rocks. It's amazing. I love it, and I can recommend it to everyone who has a Switch. Now I have to tell you, I have to be honest here. I have to tell you the honest truth, and the truth is that I'm a bit biased here with Nintendo, because, well, I love Nintendo and basically everything that they do since, like, I connect Nintendo very, very closely with my very happy video game childhood. Like, I grew up with the Nintendo Entertainment System and with the Super Nintendo, and it completely shaped my life since I just loved it. Anyways, I will still try to give you like an honest review of this, since honestly, even if I was not a big Nintendo fan, I would still love this, and I'm going to tell you why now. So, yeah. So what you see here is the VR, the basic kit for $40, or in Europe, €40. So it consists of this here. Actually, you can detach it here. So this is the VR headset. What do? You slide in your Nintendo Switch, and then, yeah, this is like a very nice VR headset. A cardboard, yes, a cardboard headset. So with the $40, you get lots of sheets, lots of cardboard sheets, right? And then you first have to build all of this yourself. And for this headset, probably it took me like probably like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. This part was not complicated at all. Very simple. But this part here, the blaster, this took me quite a while. I would say like 2.5 hours, probably even 3 hours, because, well, it's more complicated and it even has some moving parts. Can you see that here? So it has, like, you can reload it like this. And then here, you shoot here. And then actually, the thing here, you loaded something, you cocked something, you cocked this rubber band. And then when you click on this here, on the trigger, something inside the device will like shoot into the front, and you will feel some kind of force feedback. I hope that you have already watched my video on it. So I made a video, I showed you some gameplay with the blaster, and I just showed you how it looks. So if you want to use the blaster, you put the Nintendo Switch into the headset, and then you put the whole thing into the blaster, and you had already put the Toy-Con in front here and the other Toy-Con here on the side. Yeah, so first of all, let me tell you about the assembly, like putting all of this together. I had amazing fun putting this all together. So you get like a little cartridge for your Nintendo Switch, and in this software that you see on your Switch, you can see how actually you have to build everything. The instructions are so amazing. Like every single step is exactly shown in this application. So everyone can do this. Well, this is actually for children, right? So if children can build this kind of device, you can as well. And I know that you are more the adult audience here. So I had no problems doing so, and like I'm not like super creative or like a person who would love to do these kind of things, but I honestly enjoyed it. Like the quality of the cardboard is so good, and the quality of like when you put everything together, the engineering behind this is genius. So just like this mechanism here, that you can like cock this elastic spring, and you can like shoot with this. It is amazing, and that everything that you do, like the cocking and the shooting, everything is like shown in the video game that you play. It is simply amazing. Yeah, so this is truly good. This is truly fun, and I loved to put this together. Actually, it was like very relaxing to do it. So if you want to calm down from after your hard work and after your stress at work or with the family or whatever, you simply sit down and you build these cool devices. I can just tell you it's amazing. It's super amazing and super fun, and this already is big fun. You have this huge feeling of achievement when you put all this stuff together. It is great. Yeah. At its Omega, is the Samsung Odyssey Plus good? Well, I'm going to talk about the Samsung Odyssey Plus later, but I can tell you already, like spoiler, yes, it's an amazing headset. Anyways, so yeah, building this is great. Now, let's talk about the games that you can play. So, first of all, let's talk about just this here without the blaster. So just with this one and with the Toy-Con, you can already play like quite a few games. Like overall, they have like 64 mini games built into this, and these mini games are without a doubt they're simple, but it also means they are very approachable. And actually, this here, it does not look so bad. So when I first tried it on, of course, it does not look like my Pimax 5K Plus. It does not look like my Samsung Odyssey Plus. But I must tell you, in terms of visual fidelity, it's not too bad. It is really not too bad. So I had expected much worse. And if you have watched my through the lens footage, you have seen this yourself. You've seen yourself that actually like the visual quality of the Nintendo Labo VR, absolutely not. That's not the case. People will know that this is cardboard, and the results that you can get here with your with a $40 headset are pretty amazing. You do have the perfect 3D vision. You have quite a huge field of view, because you know what? These lenses are huge. Check out these lenses. They are bigger. They are bigger than the Rift lenses. They are bigger than the Oculus, than the Samsung Odyssey lenses. These lenses are really big. So like watching games is actually really cool. Even though you only have like a 720p resolution as compared to the 1080p resolution of the PSVR, but still you will have fun, and actually the games, they don't look too bad. So yes, it still doesn't look as good as PSVR. It doesn't look as good as Rift, Vive, and so on and so forth. But it looks good enough for a $40 headset that you've built yourself. Come on, really, come on. So that is pretty cool. And have a look at these huge lenses here. That's cool. And actually, the screen itself also is big. Yeah, so it's cool. It looks pretty cool. Again, have a look at my gameplay video. Have a look at my gameplay video. And are those Fresnel lenses? Yes, they are Fresnel lenses. However, the concentric lines, they are like very minimal, like very fine. So you will have actually less God rays as in the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive, which is pretty amazing. Yeah. FOV, well, FOV, I haven't measured it yet. Well, I don't have the measuring tools that I have with Steam VR, but I wouldn't say this is worse than what we have with the other headsets. So yeah, it's pretty much on par actually with the Vives and Rifts and so on. So it is cool. It is really, really cool. And for $40, for $40, what you get here is pretty amazing. Yeah, so how about these games? Well, they are mini games. Don't expect too much of it, right? But yeah, actually they are fun, and it's okay to spend some time with it, right? So normally you would either like control them with one of the Toy-Cons, right? So you hold it here like this, and then you will steer it with your Toy-Con, or you choose things with your gaze, and then you double tap. Here, check this. You simply double tap here, and this is another input method. So I believe that there's some kind of microphone, or I don't know, or probably some kind of other sensor, and it senses when you double tap here, which is really cool. And it works great. Yeah, so what really fascinated me here about the software that comes with the Nintendo Labo VR. An amazing thing here, the kids, they can make their VR games on themselves. They can make VR games themselves, and they're being taught to do so. So all these mini games which are not bad. Where the mini games, there are some jump and runs, and some kind of sports games, and all kinds of cool things. So these games are really creative, and these mini games, all of these mini games, have been developed with their own development tool. And this development tool, the Toy-Con Garage VR, is also here in the software. So it means that everyone who gets this will get access to this software, where they actually teach you how to make games yourself, how to make 3D games yourself. And I looked into it, and I was actually completely blown away by it, because it is basically a dumbed down version of Unity, right? Where you learn the basics of 3D game development on your Nintendo Switch. So it is unbelievably cool. It is so cool that they teach children how to make 3D games, how to make VR games with Nintendo Labo, which cost $39. And I can tell you, if this came out when I was a kid, I would have spent countless hours on this, like experiencing this game and trying to make games on my own. So now I don't really have enough time. So I did check out quite a few of the tutorials, and then I simply saw, wow, this is basically the same stuff that you would learn with Unity if you want to make VR games, but dumbed down so that even like 6 or let's say 8 or 9 or 10-year-old, probably 10-year-old kids can understand it, and they can make their own VR games. This is just so amazing. So incredible. What Nintendo has done here is fantastic. Yeah, and this is cool. So only the fact already that you can make your own VR games is incredible for this kind of money. If you if you don't have children, then get it for yourself. If you want to get an idea about making VR games and how actually like this whole 3D programming games works, you can learn it with Nintendo Labo VR for $40 or for 40 euros. Amazing. Yeah, and then of course there is this here, the blaster, the blaster accessory. You put your Nintendo Labo in it and you secure it just like this, and then you have this here. You look through it, and yeah, then you are, when you play the game, you are actually doing like a VR railgun shooter. So not railgun, rail shooter. So you've probably seen my footage on it. It's cool. It's really cool. You have different kind of input methods. So first of all, this here again with this here, if you aim at the opponents, you can mark them, and then if you shoot at them with this, the missiles will automatically find them, which is cool. Or you simply directly load and shoot, and then you have to aim yourself. Also, another cool thing is this here. This is the visor. If you put it down, then you stop time, and you can aim at all the opponents first and mark them. And then if you put back normal timing, then you can shoot at all of them at the same time, and it works just like a charm. And for the production values are incredible. The production values are really nice, and yeah, so definitely just perfect, just really cool. If you have a Switch and if you have $40 and want to have a glimpse into virtual reality, it's great. It is absolutely amazing. And yeah, I can simply recommend this to you. You can get this for $40. Actually, the basic kit is not yet sold out. You can still get it. And then if you still want to get the elephant and all the other stuff, which I haven't built yet, you can still buy it separately. And this is actually what I did, because the $80 package, it was already sold out. Yeah, so this is what I can tell you about the basic kit. Definitely, I love it, and I can just recommend it to all of you. So now I want to ask you, do you have any kind of questions about Nintendo Labo? Please do let me know in the chat. And yeah, I'm going to reply to you. Edits Omega, Unity versus Nintendo Game Creator versus Dreams. All right. So Unity, without a doubt, is the pro tool, right? So Unity, is the most powerful, I would say, right? With Unity, you can do everything, and most VR games are made with Unity. However, of course, you do have quite a steep learning curve, and yeah, it is something that you have to spend quite time on it to learn it. So then, Nintendo, the VR game creator thing, it is pretty awesome what you can do. It is the simplest for sure. It is made for children, but it does have like the basic building blocks. It does have the basic building blocks in place. And yeah, so definitely very cool, and for children it's just perfect. For Dreams, I would say I love it. I really love Dreams. So it is like very powerful as well, but it gives you these nice tutorials that makes it more approachable than, for example, Unity. So Dreams is more made up like a game, and yeah, wow, Dreams, I love Dreams. We're going to talk more about Dreams a bit later. Fugazi, I have seen that you want to write something into the into the live stream channels. If you want to say something to the live stream channel, I would be very happy if you did so, and glad that you're watching this. And Finney says, Sebastian, when will we see knuckle support on Labo VR? Oh, that's a good question. I don't think it's gonna happen though. How many games for free? Hi Fugazi. Well, so there's how many games for free? You mean on Nintendo? There's like overall like 64 mini games, but you could build your own games, for example. But there's also like every of the accessories has their main game. Like for example, the rails shooter for the blaster, or the elephant, it has some drawing game, and so on and so forth. Subsab from Alabama. Hi, Jonathan Carroll. Good to have you here. And Bernard Cozier. Glad to be here, Seb. Yeah, glad to have you here, Bernard. Great to have you. Yeah. So, VR and adult beverages don't mix. Clay Bomb, who told you that? And it's Omega. Does Revive work well with the Samsung Odyssey Plus? Yes, and it's Omega. So, why don't we talk a moment about this here, the Samsung Odyssey Plus. I believe it's still on sale in the US, right? Is it still on sale for $299 in the US? Please tell me. Please tell me here in the chat if the Samsung Odyssey Plus is still on sale for $299 in the US. Yes, it is. It still is. Great. So I can just tell you, if you're wondering, should you buy the Samsung Odyssey Plus? The answer is yes. The Samsung Odyssey Plus is one of my favorite VR headsets, and for $299, if you have the chance to get this for $299, you should absolutely do so. This has one of the very best displays in VR that you can get right at this moment in time. It has a resolution of 1600 times 1440 pixels per eye, which is the same resolution like the Oculus Quest, the upcoming Oculus Quest, and also the same resolution like the Vive Pro. But this has something special on top. It has like an anti-screen door effect filter. So with this headset, you cannot see any screen door effect at all, which is pretty amazing. Also, it has like an OLED display. So you have beautiful colors, beautiful blacks for your horror games. You have like very popping colors. Like, it looks good. It simply looks amazing. Also, very important, you have this here. You have like the mechanical IPD adjustment. So if you have like a very huge IPD, interpupillary distance, the distance between your eyes, or you have a very small IPD, like everything under 60 millimeters, and for big one, everything like above like probably like 68 or 70, then this is a great headset for you, because you can adjust the distance of the lenses and make this very, very comfortable for you. So this is fantastic. Also, you have these AKG headphones. So this is still one of my favorite headsets. And if you are wondering, hey, should I wait for the upcoming Rift S, which costs $399, or should I get this here now? I can tell you that this here, the Samsung Odyssey Plus, has the better picture quality. It has the high resolution. It has an OLED display as compared to the LCD display of the Rift S, which means you have like very great black values. You have IPD adjustment, which you don't have with the Rift S, and you have like like these nice headphones, something that you also don't have with the Rift S, and it costs $100 less. Wow. Wow. So yes, Samsung Odyssey is making an amazing headset here with the Samsung Odyssey Plus, and it's great. If you're wondering about what are the disadvantages of the Samsung Odyssey Plus, well, the disadvantage, it has the Windows Mixed Reality tracking. So it only has 2 cameras in order to track your controllers, and this is not as good as the Rift S tracking with the 5 cameras. However, I can also tell you that actually in like 99% of the time you will be fine, because normally you're using your controllers in front of you. So yes, if you go behind your back, if you go above your head, you will lose tracking, but once you're back with the controller in front of you, then tracking will be fine again. And well, I've been using this for a long time now, and I didn't have any problems at all, and I completely enjoyed the Samsung Odyssey Plus. And at $299, it is not only a steal, it is, in my opinion, a must buy. But I must also tell you that here you should get the VR cover. The VR cover for the Samsung Odyssey Plus is absolutely essential, and also you should get the Studio Form Creative. This here, I made a video about this as well. So this is another accessory which makes it more comfortable, because then this headset without any mods, it is not very comfortable. Yeah, so you'll have like pain in your forehead if you use this for too long. That's why you need the VR cover, and that's why you also need this extra strap here from studioformcreative.com. Yeah. Right. All right. Do you have any more questions about the Odyssey Plus? Let me just check it. Let me just check your chat. MJ99 says, I have both Rift and Odyssey Plus. I'm keeping both for different activities. But if I'm going to sell one, I'm more inclined to sell the Rift and keep the Odyssey Plus. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Ekin Hawk, between all your VR ecosystems, can you tell us how much time or rank them according to enjoyment? PSVR, Oculus, Oculus Go, Steam, Labo, etc. Okay, Ekin Hawk, that is an amazing question. That is a very, very good question. So, I have them all. I have them all. Rift, Vive, Vive Pro, Samsung Odyssey, Samsung Odyssey Plus, Pimax 5K, Labo, everything. I have them all. I have them all. And well, I'm not sponsored by any of the headset companies, so I can simply let you know which headset I'm using the most. And I'm using I would say 3 headsets I'm using the most. And these 3 headsets are PSVR, really, even though it has like the lowest resolution of all of them, and the tracking is also not so great, but they simply have the games that I love to play, like Astrobot, for example, right? And it's amazing what kind of games they have and what kind of quality the PSVR is still 3 years after its inception is like giving us. So amazing games. So I still use the PSVR the most, or like a lot. So I told you 3 systems, right? And Skid Row is actually right. It's the PSVR, it's the Pimax 5K Plus, which is a Steam VR headset, and the Samsung Odyssey Plus. So yeah, PSVR, I told you why. It's like still, like visually it looks amazing. Still, there's no screen door effect, and they have like the most amazing games, like exclusive games, and I love it. Then the Samsung Odyssey Plus, I enjoy it for watching movies. Like there's no screen door effect. I enjoy it for its ease of use, simply being able to plug it in anywhere without having to use any kind of base stations. So this is amazing, and in general, overall, it's simply an amazing headset, the Samsung Odyssey Plus, especially with the comfort mods. Yeah, and then, but most of the time for everything else, and that is quite a lot, of course, for all the Steam VR games, most of the time I'm using this here, the Pimax 5K Plus. And the reason I'm using the Pimax 5K Plus is, of course, well, it simply gives me the best visual quality, especially when you think of the wide FOV. So the wide FOV, it still does it for me. The wide FOV is still simply the most amazing thing out there. And it's just like a game changer. Suddenly being able to play your games in like 200 degrees field of view, like diagonally as compared to playing the games with 110 degrees diagonally. It's amazing. It's still friggin' amazing. And that brings us to my next topic here. And the next topic is the Pimax 5K Plus after more than 6 months of use. What do I think? What has changed? And do I still stand with my original review where I said that this is the next generation of VR? This blows away all of the current generation competition like Rift, Vive Pro, and so on and so forth. Also, I think now it's going to be interesting to compare this with all the new stuff that is coming up, right? Like, for example, the Reverb, the HP Reverb, or the Rift S. So, what is my sentiment about the Pimax 5K Plus after half a year, and what has changed? All right, so I was one of the first people on this planet to use the Pimax 5K Plus, right? So I was part of the group that had early access to it because I was one of the M1 testers. So a group of people had access to an early version of this, to the M1 version of the Pimax 5K Plus, and I helped Pimax to make this headset better, right? By trying it and by finding its flaws, by reporting the flaws, and Pimax was, well, hard at work to make this happen. And then finally they had like fixed all the major problems that we found, and then I reviewed the device and I gave it a very, very good review. I did a 30 minutes review about the Pimax 5K Plus and the Pimax 8K. And if you have not watched this 30 minutes review, then definitely watch it. It's totally worth it. And I think it got like more than 100,000 views. I think even more than 150,000 views. And it was like one of my most watched videos, this review of the Pimax 5K Plus. And Egan Hogg asked, does Seb still have Patreon? I betcha. Of course I have Patreon. So if you want to support me, you can do so here at the MRTVelite.com. I would be very happy, Egan Hogg, if you support me and this channel on Patreon. Become a member of the MRTV Elite. So when I reviewed this here, the Pimax 5K Plus, I told you that it's like a huge difference as compared to everything that's on the market, and that's actually much better than everything that's on the market, simply because of the visual quality and because especially of the wide field of view, right? But I also told you that there are some caveats. So the problem was there's like distortion. There was distortion on the sides of the screen in your peripheral vision. The setup was a bit complicated, and it was more like for people, yeah, who are more like the geeks, the complete nerds, those guys who love to play around with their computer and with their accessories. For those people who are not afraid of going into the config file to figure stuff out. But the biggest complaint definitely was that, first of all, there were like problems with distortion, and also like you needed to have like a very, very fast computer to use this, right? So the best, of course, if you have the best graphics card, that would be the best, because this thing here, it really needed like lots of computer resources. So you should have like, I don't know, like one of the latest cards, which would have been the best. So 6 months later, yeah, Niall, thank you. Niall, thank you for saying that the Patreon is worth it to support me, but lots of cool videos, content too. Thank you, man. Thank you so much to say that. Yeah, so that were my biggest problems with the Pimax headsets, right? That it was like, it needed so much resources. You really needed like a super strong computer, and also the distortions. While the distortions were not so terrible, especially on the normal field of view, still probably for some people it was not acceptable. All right, now we are here, Easter 2019. It's like more than half a year later. And yeah, what are my experiences now with the Pimax 5K Plus, which still is my favorite Pimax 5K, my favorite Pimax. The problem is, Pimax 8K, I told you I'm not the biggest fan of it, right? Because of how the screen looks, and the Pimax XR, the OLED version, I still don't have it. It's still in TNT hell. So Pimax sent over the device more than 1 month ago, but they used TNT. Yeah, this company, and it's still somewhere in TNT hell, and later we're going to call them with the violet phone. Violet phone. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be live. And thank you so much, Ekin Hawk, for signing up to my Patreon, man. It's so much appreciated. Yeah, thank you very much for your support. Yeah, so I still don't have the OLED version, so I cannot really tell you. Probably I would love the OLED version more than the 5K Plus, but I don't have it yet. So at the moment, still, the 5K Plus is my favorite headset. Yeah, so after 6 months, what can I tell you? After 6 months, I can tell you that this is my daily driver. This absolutely is my daily driver, and I for sure don't go back to the Oculus Rift. For sure. I mean, the Oculus Rift is so much worse in every single way than the Pimax 5K Plus. And of course, if you have both the Oculus Rift and the Pimax 5K Plus, I don't quite realize how this would not be your daily driver. So without a doubt, this is my daily driver. I can't go back to the Oculus Rift. I can't go back to the Vive. And even for the Vive Pro, without a doubt, this here is much, much better. It's simply much better. Like, simply the field of view is just so convincing, right? It's just like if you would ask someone, hey, how do you want to watch the Super Bowl? Do you want to watch it on a black and white television, or would you prefer to watch it on a 4K flat screen color television? Like, yeah, obviously I would want to watch it on the 4K color TV, and it's the same with headsets. There's really no comparison between Vive, Rift, Vive Pro, and the Pimax 5K Plus. It is just so much better. It is just so much better. There is absolutely no comparison, and I must tell you, I still love this device. And after 6 months, after my initial review, I love it even more. So let me tell you why I love it even more. So, why do I love it even more? Well, they have done great work. So Pimax, I must really say congratulations. Pimax, you have done great work on your software. So the software, the Pi tool, they have built in some new functions, and these new functions are simply amazing. So first of all, the biggest problem of quite a few people was the distortion. And I totally get it. It was not perfect. There was still some stuff at your outer peripheral vision that kind of like, it was still a bit distorted. You could still feel like if you would like be looking around, there's something not quite right. And I can tell you now, with the latest versions of the software, I don't know how they did it, but they have done it. There is absolutely no distortion anymore. It is just perfect. It is just fantastic, and I cannot see any distortion anymore. And I can also tell you that I'm like very, very sensitive to distortions. Like when we were testing this in the M1 phase, when I was testing this together with Sweeviver and Voodoo and all the others, like I was like super, I was the one who always saw the distortion the most of everyone. And I sometimes was even fighting with the others. Like I was saying like, hey, guys, the world is moving with me, and the distortion on the side, what's the matter? Can't you see that? And some others, they totally didn't see it, but I saw it. So like I was one of the people who had like a problem with the distortion, but with the very latest versions of the Pi tool software, this is gone. This is completely gone. So congratulations to Pimax. It's amazing what they have done with the software. And if you had like concerns that you will not enjoy this because of the distortions, I can tell you that no, don't worry, you won't have any problems anymore. The distortions are gone. Well, this is like big news. So I don't know how they made this magic happen, but they did. So this is like one of the big things that happened. Then, then also, so again, distortion gone. Like for me, I can tell you, I play on the normal field of view. The huge field of view is even too huge for me. And I play on the normal field of view, and without a doubt, there's no distortion anymore, not at all. Then another thing, there was a problem before. You absolutely needed the fastest graphics cards out there, right? So I still have a 1080 Ti, which is now not anymore the fastest graphics card. But at that time, I could still enjoy the Pimax 5K Plus, and everything worked like a charm. I didn't have 90 frames per second every single time, but it still worked fine. So now now after half a year, what did they do, or what changed with the Pimax? Well, they have included brain warp technology into the software. So what is brain warp technology? Well, brain warp technology is a technology that will allow you to use the Pimax on graphics cards which are not as strong. And how does it work? Well, it's very similar to motion smoothing on the Vive headset. It's very similar to asynchronous space warp on the Rift headsets. So what is it? Well, actually, the headset only has to, your computer only has to compute like half of the frames, only 45 frames per second. And every second like frame, to make up for the 90 frames per second, it's going to be computed by the brain warp technology. And then you have 90 frames per second, but your computer only has to compute 45 frames per second. And that is amazing because, well, you don't need the 1080 Ti anymore. You don't need that RTX 2080. You don't need that 2080 Ti. No. Now you are really good to use this with a 1070. You are good to use this with a 1070 and you'll be fine. You'll be able to play everything. And my German colleague, Voodoo, he has even made a video where he's playing the Pimax with a 1050 Ti. With a 1050 Ti. So again, I can only say congratulations to Pimax for making this happen. So this is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. You don't have the distortions anymore. You have the wide field of view. You have a great resolution, which looks much, much better than the competition. Well, not better than the Samsung Odyssey Plus though, but the Samsung Odyssey Plus, it doesn't have the wide field of view, right? So yeah, really, really so amazing. And after half a year, this headset has become so much better than the headset that I had reviewed. And at that time, when I reviewed this headset, even it was better than the competition. So now, after half a year with all the software improvements, this is just such an amazing headset. And if you're looking for the next stage in your virtual reality experience, then I can just tell you, go and get the 5K Plus. It is a great headset and it will even not break the bank for what you get. So I love this headset and this is my main daily driver. Yeah, after 6 months, I think I'm going to make another video about this, just where I just tell you this in like 10 minutes. So for people who want to just get this piece of information, I'm just going to make another video because yeah, I simply need to get the word out that this here is the best headset right now. Yeah, do you have any questions about the Pimax 5K Plus? Because now would be a great time to ask your questions about the Pimax 5K Plus. Again, after 6 months, this headset is even better than the headset that I reviewed half a year ago, because now you don't need to have the best graphics card anymore because of the brain warp technology and because the distortions are gone. Yeah, so now I'm going to look at your question. I'm going to look at chat. Okay. Fugazi says, glad to hear the Pimax headsets are well made. They are very well made. I had wondered how the build quality would hold up after a month of usage. Yeah. So yes, in the beginning, they did have some problems with the build quality, right? So some headsets had some problems. Yeah, that was a problem. But they have changed how they make the headsets. And now the build quality it's great. It's really, really good. I have no problems whatsoever. There's no problems with the build quality, and yeah, no problems whatsoever. They have solved their initial problems with the build quality, and I think that's great. Hi, Joe Black. Joe Black, do you think you'll abandon the Pimax when you get the index? Well, it depends on the index, but well, if the rumors are true, then the index only has 135 degrees field of view. And compared to the like 200 degrees field of view, I still think the Pimax is going to have an advantage here. Have you tried the 8K lately? Well, yeah, I do have the 8K here, and sometimes I look at it, but I still don't like it. I still don't like how the screen looks. I still don't like, yeah, I still don't like the picture quality of this upscaled image, and the problem is the display and the upscaling. So no, 5K Plus is way better. The 5K Plus is way better than the 8K. So let me see. Oh yeah, G Rambo. Did he mention the new brightness and contrast settings? No. Oh, I still haven't mentioned lots of things, by the way. Right, I still haven't mentioned quite a few things. So next to the brain warp technology, also you have fixed foveated rendering. If you want to save some more frames even. So that for the fixed foveated rendering that you can activate in the Pi tool, it means that only the area in the middle will be like calculated with the full resolution, and everything outside will be calculated with less resolution if you have one of the RTX graphics cards. So you can still even save some more of your resources, which is great. Also, there are new brightness and contrast settings. So if for the 5K Plus, the black values were not black enough for you, because this does have an LCD screen, you can dial down the brightness of the display, and then you'll have better blacks. So yeah, they have done so many things on the Pi tool settings. It is pretty amazing, and without a doubt, the best headset on the market right now. Yeah, let me see if you have any more questions. By the way, I would like to ask you if today's stream is good. Is it lip sync? Is the audio good? Can you see and hear me? Please let me know in the chat. Yeah. Elol, is it worth it if you already have an Odyssey and no Lighthouse Steam VR controllers? Okay, I can tell you that the Samsung Odyssey Plus display, in my opinion, looks better than the 5K Plus display, in my opinion. Right? There's no screen door effect whatsoever with the Samsung Odyssey Plus. It only costs $299. You don't need any lighthouses. It's amazing. I love this headset. However, if I had to choose between Samsung Odyssey Plus and Pimax 5K Plus, I would choose the Pimax 5K Plus. And the reason is simply the field of view. Again, you're asking me, hey, I have a black and white television. Is it worth it to get a color TV? Well, let me think. Yes. So, yeah, you have an amazing black and white television at home, right? Is it worth it to get a color TV? Yes, absolutely, because it's better. It's better. Now you have a field of view which is like this, but with a Pimax you have a field of view which is like that. And it's simply much more immersive. It is amazing. Brad says they have gone silent on Becker base stations. Well, when I spoke with Kevin Henderson at in San Francisco, he told me that they are working on it, and I trust them. I believe they are working on it, and they will come out with them, right? So they will come out with them. They were like considering, should they send out the base stations together with the controllers, or should they send it out separately? So they were not sure about it. So I suppose, and this is only an assumption, that they're going to send everything together because it would make sense, and then they have to wait for the controllers to be ready first. So Andre Magnusson asks, they've ironed out build quality issues. That's a big plus for me. One of my bigger concerns, the other being what I've heard about customer service. So Andre Magnusson, yes, they have solved the issues with the housing. The housing is stable. It is great. So I have no problems whatsoever. The very, very early devices, yes, you would have problems with them, right? Like it would, like in the edges, there would be problems, but they have solved these issues. They know why the housings had problems. Now with the new Pimax headsets, these problems have been solved completely. And yeah, customer service, well, now they have US customer service. I don't know where you are from, Andre Magnusson. Probably you are from Europe. Yeah, if I would have to guess from your last name, I would suppose you are from Sweden probably. But yeah, if you need English support, now you can even call them. They have like a hotline. Yes. VR Legion is answering questions, which is amazing. Let's see if you have more questions. So I'm going through the chat right now. Can the Pimax be used, no controllers and stations, for sim racing only? Yes, you can use it. The Paul Stoker, yes, if you don't have base stations, if you don't have controllers, you can still use it. It has sensors in it, so even without the lighthouses, you can use it with only the motion controls inside it. Pimax doesn't have distortions anymore. That's right, MJ. They have solved the problems. It is great. So that is truly amazing. I'm talking about the normal FOV. I must tell you, I haven't used the full FOV. Yeah, because I'm so like trimmed to use the normal FOV. I have to double check the full FOV, but the normal FOV is still like so much better than everything that's on the market. And Samuel Cormier has 2 dead pixels on the 5K. Yeah, that sucks. So in this case, probably you should like return it. I use the regular FOV. No, I'm not using the largest FOV, Andre. I should try it. I don't know. Probably it also doesn't have any more distortions, but this one I haven't tried it yet. Can the Audi Plus compete with the Pimax 5K Plus? It can compete on the picture quality, but it can't compete on the wide field of view. So again, the Odyssey Plus is probably the most amazing black and white television out there, but the 5K Plus is just a very nice color television. Yeah, just to give you an idea, you absolutely want to have the wide field of view, right? VR Legion, I know that VR Legion here in the chat also has the 5K Plus at home. So VR Legion, would you agree with me with that comparison, as in like color TV compared to black and white TV? Please let everyone know in the chat. Okay, and it seems like my streams is great again. Cool, very nice. And Seed says, hi Seb, nice show, thank you. By the way, my dear friends, if you want to support this channel, I'd be very, very happy about any kind of super chat or donation. We are like 1 hour into this show. We're like 1 hour into this show, and well, it seems like, oh, now I got the first super chat. Thank you so much. SEK, I don't, did you write something in it? Oh yes, Roger, thank you so much for 50 Swedish crowns. Cheers. Thank you so much for the first super chat. 1 hour into the game. Wow, Roger Pearson has donated 523 euros. Unfortunately, that's not true. Unfortunately, that's a problem here with Tippy Stream. It was 50 Swedish crowns, which is amazing. Thank you so much. And it's like 5 euros. Anyways, if you want to support this, if you want to support this show, if you want to support this live stream, if you want to support like unbiased and honest reviews of VR headsets, then I'll be very happy if you support me with a super chat, or even better, with a donation via Tippy Stream. The link is down in the description below. Tippy Stream, because I can, well, receive more of every dollar. With YouTube, you're giving 30% to YouTube with the super chats, but with Tippy Stream, it's only like 8%. So definitely, if you want to send over a donation, do so via Tippy Stream. The link is in the description below. And if you send over like at least 5 euros, you can play your own video. Yes, you can play your own video in this stream. Just now, you can put your video on top of this stream. So if you love this show and if you want to support it and if you want to show a funny video, you can, or any kind of video, you can do so here now in the stream. And of course, I'll be very, very happy. Valid Amadi asked me, will you use the Quest a lot? Yes, I believe I will use the Quest a lot. I'm a big fan of mobile devices. I'm a big fan of anything that I can carry around. I was the biggest fan, let me tell you, when this addiction to mobile devices started. Well, my addiction to these kind of mobile devices started with the Nintendo Game Boy. I was so blown away by the fact that actually I can bring the Game Boy anywhere. Into the bus, into the metro, to school. Yeah, so I loved the friggin' hell out of it. And then I had the Game Gear and so on and so forth. All the mobile devices. Now I love the Switch, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to love the Quest as well. I've already tried the Quest, and yeah, I love the Quest. I love what I've seen, and I believe this will be super huge for virtual reality. So yes, I will be showing so many things here on the channel, and yeah, I will like give you so much content. I'm going to give you so much content about the Quest here on this channel. And if you're going to get the Quest, you can without a doubt look forward to it. Yeah. So I will be using the Quest a lot. I don't know when the audio head strap will be shipped to backers. No ideas. Any news about the HP Reverb? So looking forward to your review. Flight Sim Player here. I don't have any new information about the HP Reverb, but of course I'm going to show it here on the channel. I'm going to show it here on MRTV. Oh, okay, cool. Andri Magnusson. I'm Icelandic, but I'm in Canada. Okay. VR Legion, you have seen the Rift S. How is the image quality compared to Pimax and others? Well, the image, it looks pretty nice, right? It looks pretty nice. And Gorak, thank you so much. Gorak has donated 5 euros. Thank you so much, Brad. I will have a drink on you for sure. Thank you so much for your contribution. It means a lot to me, and actually, I'm going to, yeah, I will definitely have a drink on you, Brad. Thank you so much. Every single contribution means so much to me. And, well, you could have, actually, you could have played a video. You could have played a video, man. Yeah, so you can do so in your next donation. You can simply choose a YouTube video and you can play it here if you donate at least 5 euros. And you did, right? Anyways. So, VR Legion asks, I've seen the Rift S. The image quality, well, how is it compared to Pimax? Well, the image quality of the Rift S is good. Well, if you have seen the Oculus Go, then you know exactly how the image quality is. It's good. It looks good. So it's very comparable actually to it's very close to Vive Pro and Pimax 5K Plus in terms of the screen door effect, right? So it's very close. It's very close to the Pimax 5K Plus and to the Vive Pro. Yeah, so it's good. It looks good. So the Rift S probably going to be a nice headset. Edits Omega, will someday the Odyssey Plus ship to EU? Well, I don't know. I have no idea. But you can use Big Apple Buddy. And you know, like if you use code Mixed Reality TV, when you use Big Apple Buddy, then you get $10 off their service fee. So definitely that's something that you can do. And well, I also imported the Samsung Odyssey Plus with Big Apple Buddy. Reboot that. Is there anything in the wireless realm coming up? Also, will Windows Mixed Reality work with Knuckles? Yeah, the Oculus Quest is wireless, right? So definitely. And the Knuckles are not working with the Windows Mixed Reality. You can like hack it in with OpenVR, but then you definitely need the lighthouses as well. Xtal thoughts. Well, watch my last episode of this show, and I'm under NDA, so I cannot really talk about the Xtal. So, how is the clarity in the Pimax 5K Plus versus the HP Reverb? So I would say that the HP Reverb looks better in terms of screen door effect. So the 2K times 2K resolution on that field of view of 114 degrees with the HP Reverb, I would say it does look better. It looked like super sharp and amazing. You can't really see screen door effects and you have a very high resolution, right? But you call it resolution. And I would say the field of view. The field of view is just much better. It's just like so much more immersive to see how you would see in real life or like close to it. So if I would have to pick between the high resolution and the FOV, I would go for the wider field of view. So the Samsung Odyssey Plus, it also doesn't have screen door effect, right? But I would still go for the 5K Plus simply because of the wider field of view. Can your PC drive the reverb? Well, I heard that actually it can. That's what they told me, but I might have to downsample stuff. Yeah, VR Legion says FOV for the win. Joe Black, have you heard anything more on the Pimax controllers and audio strap? Unfortunately, I haven't heard anything new. So if I hear anything new, without a doubt, I will let you know. So, okay, Davidson Prata asks, by the way, Prata, you know, I lived in Singapore, and in Singapore they have amazing food which is called Prata. Oh my God. Look it up. Google for Singapore Prata. One of my favorite foods. So, Davidson Prata, amazing last name, says, Sebastian, what have you to say about the cheapest headset out there? What would you recommend for an entry one? So, this here, you can get it for like $199. It's the Lenovo Explorer, and it's great. It's a fantastic headset. It's super comfortable. It has a higher resolution than the Rift and the Vive. You don't need any base stations, and if you can get it for under $200, you will love the friggin' hell out of it. So, Mr. Prata, this is my if you need to go under $200, it's the Lenovo Explorer. If you have $299, go for the Samsung Odyssey. It's much better. Yeah, this is what I would say for entry level, as in terms of money. Yeah. Seb, I hear the Pimax 8K is closer in clarity now to the 5K Plus with the new Pi tool and firmware updates. Maybe you should revisit the comparisons because 8K always had better colors and black levels. For this part, I totally agree with you. Yes, it had better colors and black levels, but the problem is the upscaling and the screen itself, and also the pixel structure. So you cannot change the physical pixel structure of the 8K, right? So you cannot make it look better than the Pimax 5K Plus because it has an RGB stripe matrix. And this is the problem. This is the part that lots of people don't understand. So you cannot make it look better because the hardware is the problem. Paul Stoker lived in Singapore too. Roti Prata, exactly. Oh my goodness. Paul Stoker lived in Singapore too. That's amazing. Where did you live? I lived in several places in Singapore. I lived in Toa Payoh, and I lived in Bukit Batok. I loved it. Loved it. Oh yeah. Yeah, so Kevin.
A nurse finds a rectal thermometer in her
Oh,
pocket.
somebody gave.
Some arsehole's got my pen.
All right, we had a video. We had a video. I totally didn't see that. Let's see who chipped in five euros here. Let me just check it out. Let me just check this out. So thank you so much for the contribution here. Let me just check this out. And yeah, this is what you can do here. You can play your own videos. Skid Row. Thank you so much, Skid Row, for your €5 contribution. And as you can tell, you really can put your own videos here if you send in at least if you donate at least €5 for this channel. And why should you do so? Well, because this channel is very, very good. Skidrow, thank you so much for your contribution and for sending over your video. And also, before it was Brad, it was Gorak who sent over €5. Thank you so much. And also Roger for sending over a super chat. Every single euro and dollar is very, very much appreciated. So Kevin says Pimax is an unknown. Valve is a reputable company. So for sure, Valve, they know their stuff, right? They are indeed like a reputable company with lots of money. They've been around for so long, and yeah, definitely. But for Pimax, they really, really have improved a lot. So without a doubt, they went through all of the growing pain, right? They went through all of the growing pains, and now they have like with Kevin Henderson, they have a head of US, and he's doing a great job. And he's building like a customer care center for the US, so people in the US don't have to worry so much anymore about customer service. They even have a hotline now that you can call from Monday to Fridays. And let me tell you who does not have a hotline that you can call. It's HTC, right? I'm still stuck here with my HTC Vive base station, which broke after 1 year. And yeah, they won't help me to repair it because it's older than 1 year. So again, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vive. Yeah. Right. So Bernard, I was wondering how many lighthouses I will need if I only have the Pimax 8K headset and want to get the Knuckles controllers. Do I need 1 or 2 lighthouses? Well, I can tell you at the moment I only have 1 lighthouse, and it works perfectly with the Knuckles controllers and the Pimax 5K Plus. Yeah. MJ, okay, Pimax has no Europe customer service. So, well, they are working on this right now. MJ99, I also have a skepticism whether Pimax will have its crown for long with upcoming Valve. We will see if Valve 135 FV, yeah, would have a game-changing difference, especially with pricing. Yeah, definitely, MJ. We will see. I will, for sure, without a doubt, I'm going to get the index and I'm going to give it a fair review. I'm going to compare it with the Pimax headsets. And I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. Yeah, exactly. VR Legion says, a few years ago, hardly anyone knew Huawei and Xiaomi. And today, they display Samsung. Why shouldn't such a change also work with VR? Totally agreed. What is better, PSVR or Odyssey Plus? Because I have both. Yeah, then you should know. So it's completely different. It is completely different. I love PSVR for the exclusive games. I love the Odyssey Plus for the screen. So I love both. So I couldn't say which one is better. Kevin is great, but Pimax still acting like Pimax of old, giving us updates. I agree with that. They need to give us more updates. Do you know of any store that you can try out the Pimax headset in person? Unfortunately, Miguel Lopez, I do not know. All right, I don't know why we did why we did all the QA now, because actually I would like to go on here with the show. So that was now the long Pimax 5K Plus after 6 months part of this show, and I can tell you the Pimax 5K Plus is even better after 6 months, and it is really, really amazing. And for all of you who want to get the Pimax 5K Plus, actually there is some kind of Easter sale going on, and definitely check out the channel. I'm going to give you all the information probably later in an update or on my Twitter. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Mixed Reality TV, and sometimes I also tweet something there. Yeah, you should check it out. So there's going to be some kind of Easter sales where the Pimax 5K Plus is $66 cheaper, and the Pimax 5K OLED version is like $88 cheaper. So all the information about this is going to be available on this channel. So stay tuned to MRTV if you want to know how you can get the cheaper Pimax 5K Plus and the cheaper Pimax 5K OLED. There's absolutely no discount on the Pimax 8K, and they know why, because it's going to be obsolete very soon. Yay, Ray Delatorre. I just got my Pimax 5K yesterday. Great, Ray. And how do you like it? Mr. Dimitrov, how much do you think the Vive will cost? The Vive Cosmos? I have no idea. Let me guess. I would guess probably the Vive Cosmos will cost like probably, let's say, hopefully they are smart and don't make it too expensive. $499, probably $499. Which HMD has the best software? Valid. I would say Oculus with the Oculus Home. Oculus is so strong with software, so I would say it should be the Oculus. Janred, yes. Rift, of course, says Janred. A big fan of the Oculus Rift. All right. Let's go to next topic. Wait a moment. Let me check something. Here. We still need to go through a few topics here, even though we're already at 1 hour and 27. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I talked too much about the other topics. So I'm going, the other topics probably I'm going to make them a bit shorter. So, Dreams launches into early access on PS4, and PSVR support is still pending. For all of you who don't know what is Dreams, Dreams is a software for your PS4 which allows you to make games yourself or to play games that the community has made in Dreams. So Dreams is something like a game engine, and you can get it now, I think for $30. Is it $30 or $40? I think I paid $30 on the PlayStation Store, and it is just so amazing. It is just like, it's like mind-boggling what you can do with this software. I'm still going through the tutorials right now, but even the tutorials are so much fun, and I could spend like hours and hours just going through the tutorials. So this gives you everything you need to make a 3D game. You can make PlayStation 4 3D games with this app, and the most amazing thing is you will be able to make PlayStation VR games with this. At the moment, it still doesn't have the PSVR support, but it's going to have the PSVR support later. So now you can use the time now that it doesn't have the PSVR support yet and learn how to make games with Dreams. And well, I have made some I have made some live streams going through some of the tutorials, and I can tell you that I loved it. I loved it so much. It is just so good. Wow. I am blown away by Dreams. So if you have the chance, if you have the PS4, and if you ever wanted to find out, hey, how do you actually make games? How does everything work? Get Dreams for like $30 and make games yourself with this amazing software. Play games that other people made and get creative. And I'm telling you guys, I'm not like an artistic person. Really, no. Not at all. Like, I can't draw, I can't do anything in terms of being like creative, drawing or what. But with these tools that they give you, even I am able to make something that looks half good. Amazing. Amazing. So, without a doubt, get Dreams for the PS4. Then also an interesting topic, Sony has announced that the PlayStation VR is going to work on the PlayStation 5, on the next PlayStation. So this is great news because, well, the biggest concern that people had with the PSVR is, hey, this is going to be obsolete really soon, right? Because, well, the PlayStation 5 is going to appear somewhere next year probably, and then the PlayStation VR is going to be obsolete because, yeah, for sure, there's going to be another PSVR, right? So now Sony has confirmed, no, the PSVR is going to work on the PlayStation 5. That is good. In one respect, it's good because, well, you know that all of your games, you can still play them on the PS5, and that is of course great. But on the other side, it also means like, hey, the PS5 will probably not automatically come with a PSVR 2. So that is probably, yeah, little drawback of that information. But I think it is amazing that Sony is not going to stop supporting the PSVR, and that they actually also think that VR is like super important, and they said so. They said that they believe that VR is important for the overall strategy, and VR is not going to die with the PlayStation 5. Amazing, really, really amazing. Ray Della Torre, will you, Voodoo, and Sweeviver ever have your own roundtable VR show? Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps. We can really think about it. Yeah. If you would love to see that, if you would love to see the three of us together, why not? I believe that could be very exciting. So yeah, let us know in the comment section if you would love to see some kind of show like that. Yeah. Right. And now, getting to the end of the show, I must tell you something. Something really important. Probably I'm going to make another video about this. It's unbelievable. My dear friends, if you ever want to send any kind of parcel, any kind of shipment, I can tell you, never ever use TNT. Never use TNT. You're going to be fucked. Yeah? So let me tell you why I can tell you that. So I receive a very I'm waiting for a very important parcel. So I can tell you what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the Pimax 5K OLED version, right? So Pimax, they sent it to me using TNT, and they sent it to me on 12th of March 2019. And here is actually like the tracking here on 12th of March. Can you see that now? On 12th of March they sent it to me from somewhere in China, right? So then it arrived in Germany somewhere like a couple of days later, 15th of March. And then at that time I got contacted by TNT. They wanted me to supply some information to them, and they wanted me to pay the customs, and I did so directly on the 15th of March. I paid my customs. Sorry. I gave them everything they wanted to have, and yeah, everything I wanted, everything they want, I gave them. And since then, since the 15th of March, the Pimax 5K OLED version is somewhere in TNT hell between Cologne and Dortmund, my city in Germany. Look at this. Cologne. Yeah, here's already April now. And then, like around this time here, around like I think, I don't know when it was, like a couple of like 1 week ago or so, or even a bit longer, I took it to Twitter and I took it to Facebook and I made a post like, hey guys, never use TNT. TNT sucks, right? So then I got contacted by TNT, by the social media rescue station, and they said, okay, give us your details. We're going to try to make something happen. And then actually something happened. It went to Dortmund. Yeah, it went to Dortmund. But then it went back to Cologne. Here. And then it went back to Dortmund. Yeah, and now it went back to Cologne on 19th. Isn't that unbelievable? Isn't that unbelievable? I can't believe what's going on here. It is crazy. So therefore, I must now call TNT live in the show and ask them what the fuck is going on here with my violet phone. Violet phone. Okay, so let me find the telephone number. So I must call the US because I think the German hotline is already not there anymore. Let me just check something. Okay. I will try. I will see if it works. Let's call them. Wait a moment. Okay. Let's see.
If you would be willing to take a one-question survey about your experience on this call, please remain on the line after the customer representative disconnects. Sorry.
FedEx
Is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Okay, so unfortunately, this doesn't work because in the US, TNT is now FedEx, and they are not ready. Too bad. Sorry guys that it didn't happen. And yeah, unfortunately, this live live call with my new Violet phone, it didn't work. So I don't think that the European TNT will be available right now because it's very late right now, and it's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, too bad. Anyways, that is everything that I got for MRTV Live episode number 48. Sorry. I hope that you enjoyed it. If yes, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do so now. And might turn into a violent phone if TNF don't deliver it. Yeah, exactly. It will be a very, very violent phone. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this time with you here live on the channel. I hope you enjoyed it too. Guys and girls, I would really be glad if you give it a thumbs up, because then more people can find this channel. And yeah, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV yet, do so now. And now I wish you an amazing Easter holiday, and we're going to see each other next week. Also, if you want to get the Pimax 5K Plus or the Pimax OLED version, stay tuned to this channel. I'm going to give you all the information how you can get it for $66 cheaper or $88 cheaper here on the channel, probably as a community message or as a short video. So definitely make sure that you subscribe to MRTV. And that's truly everything that I got for you guys tonight. Have a good night. Bye-bye.